Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Out of four followers, which actually I'm gonna make the same way. I hope, sir, you guys are enjoying the teachings. I hope you are getting it. Sana Yakayano, yeah, this religions have been with us for a long time. And Islam, to be specific, is a religion that most of us don't know. Sana Yakano, Islam is not what you see outside there. Obidi ni muma ehiti from sorry, and Islam. Islam and Yagalabi Islam enye no anyway mechiachia ya alajifoɔ no a ɔmo asesa sika bebree ɛde akɔma saudiafoɔ sɛ ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ pilgrimage na yɛde sika no ɛde akɔtua Ronaldo Cristiano Ronaldo foɔ no a ɔmo gu hɔ a sɛ ɔmo bɔ bɔɔlo wɔ hɔ no yɛda mo ase paa sɛ moagya zongo ehiafoɔ a ɔmo brɛ nkwalaa sua driving ɔmo ne license na n'asefoɔ nkwalaa pɛ sika ɛde astart business la yeah, yeah, no, I asked almost 1 billion. Old currency, 1 billion. We gave one person 1 billion to go to Saudi Arabia and go and give the money to them just because Allah is in the room, is in the Kaaba, and Allah is around the black stone. So they went to give them that money. Meanwhile, poor people are here suffering. Our youth, they want to be established. And for Biahu, they are working outside there. What you ask or 1 billion for old currency, and yet a bin 1 billion, 1 billion, what on COB, Zamzam, and then as if for Adamasi. On Benyas Camo, one of the top players like Cristiano Ronaldo, and as if for Monsu Malam, so to say ball, football, ya haram. Your Malam say football is they said it more than once. They said football is forbidden, football is haram. And yet your center, where your Allah is, where the house of your Allah is, that is where they are buying big players. Now ask them, where did you get your teachings from? You think football is haram, and where the country that has the house of your Allah, they are buying some people like Cristiano Ronaldo. They are buying big players. Go and check how much the Saudi Arabia paid to buy Cristiano Ronaldo. It is your Hajj money. Hajj is kano a wodi akọ and on a to Cristiano Ronaldo. On any year in Panamu and Amkumu body ku. Also, Wahana watch Chiruti pumping say we are Cramoniani abaya komodo. Cristiano Ronaldo in the year enjoy Saudi Arabia on Trinity. No tono sale. Membie weni. Yakasa na mu ye. Anyway, so we are again. We continue with the exposure of Prophet Muhammad. I told you he's a shadow figure. The type of Muhammad you are giving has never existed. Muhammad and I had on Niho, and you've seen what we said. So we spoke about the surgery, the divine surgery. Allah made angels in one book. Archangel Gabriel came to open his chest, take out his heart, wash the heart, and take out the portion of Satan from the heart. Now, and then we ask a question over there that Allah created Muhammad according to Islam. So everything in Muhammad's body, or Prophet Muhammad's body, was created by Allah. So how did Allah, or how did Satan got the chance to put something in the heart of Muhammad? Someone that Allah created. Satan came to put something in his heart, and Archangel Gabriel came to take it out. Anyway, now that the portion of Satan in Prophet Muhammad's heart has been taken out, he is clean. Prophet Muhammad is clean. Satan cannot deceive him anymore. Now you, the Muslims, the portion of Satan is not taken. So you are always with Satan. I just don't understand. It doesn't add up. Anyway, but this man, the blood-sucking scholar, the Sheikh Muhammad al-Ghazali, that I told you about, this is his book, Fiqh Sira. He thinks the story of the opening of the church of Prophet Muhammad is a lie. He thinks it doesn't make sense. Another Islamic scholar, in fact, contemporary scholar for that matter, he thinks it's not true. On anyone, akuma bienu and see say apply akuma abon some nature for akuma on anyone and see so it's against it. So when you go to his book, page 73, Fiqh Sira, page 73, we have condemned it. He said that thing didn't happen. Like, it doesn't make sense because he thinks that if Satan has anything to do with people, it's not going to be material, it's not going to be physical, it's something that is not physical. So if it is spiritual thing, how can you take spiritual thing out of his heart? Now he is going against Ibn Hisham, who is another great Islamic scholar. So Kramofo scholars, about one person, Muhammad Kuroya. Where say what you say? What say what you say? What is your problem? What's your wahala? So you see, it is a shadow figure. So when you go to that page, you see it. So let's put that one aside. Today, we are continuing from where Halima took Prophet Muhammad back to the mother. Because after the incident of the opening of the chest, Halima did not call back. Now, Ibn Hisham has something to tell us. He says, after the opening of the chest, yebiye na nukuku, eyi na kuma, eyi efia satan, edishe onu wiye yano. Halima became afraid, and the husband, as you heard in the previous video, and the husband of Halima told her that, you know what, let's take this boy back to his family. Maybe, who knows, there's a problem. So they brought him back. Now, when they brought him back, this is what Halima said. Halima said that Halima told, no, Amina, the mother of Prophet Muhammad, told Halima, the nursing mother, that, Kella, no. What are you afraid about? Don't be afraid. This is page 213. Ibn Hisham, Asira Nabawiya. He says, Wallahi mali shaitan alayhi min sabil. He said, Ose, Amina, Prophet Muhammad's mother is speaking. He says, Satan cannot have a way. Satan has no control over my son. Wa inna libunayya lashanan. This my son is a great person. Afala ukhbiruku khabarahu. Do you want me to tell you what I saw when I gave birth to him? Qalat qult bala. And Halima said, yes, tell me. Qalat, she said, Ra'aytu hina hamaltu bihi annahu kharaja min minni nurun ada'a li bihi qusur Basra. She said, when I delivered him, light came out. Musa Yakanu in the past video, no. Yakan said, Halima said, Amina said, oh, Prophet Muhammad, no. Light came out of her vagina, and the light brightened the whole of Sham, which was a Christian town at that time. Bright the whole Sham. Min Ardi Sham, Summa Hamaltu bihi, and then when I got pregnant of him, فَوَاللَّهِ مَا رَأَيْتُ مِنْ حَمْلٍ قَدْ كَانَ أَخَفُّ وَلَا أَيْسَرَ مِنْهُ. His pregnancy was the easiest pregnancy I have ever carried, which means Muhammad is not the only son of Amina. Muhammad was not the only son of the mother. But nobody is talking about Muhammad's brothers. Why? They have gone to silent. Now, Obian come once and Muhammad, Obian come once, because according to statement, according to this statement, he was not the only son, or he was not the only child of the mother. She said all the pregnancies she had, Prophet Muhammad's pregnancy was the easiest one. There was no stress, there was no wahala. So she said, when he came out of my stomach, he put his hand on the floor. You know how we do sujud, the prostrating. When Muslims are praying, they put their hands on the floor before the forehead goes down. She said Prophet Muhammad came out from her womb like that. That is how he came out. So when he came out, his hands was on the floor and his head, and he said, his hand was on the floor and his head was looking in the sky. His head was looking in the sky. Like, which kind of child is this? Well, Anansism, just like the way someone said it in the comment section, it is Anansism. Someone created this story to let you think that this is someone extraordinary person so that you will follow and kill people because of it. Just like the way people have suffered in the name of religion. So in Asama, leave him for me and go. So this is what the mother said. So they left Muhammad with the mother. Halima left him with the mother, and then she left. So Muhammad stayed with the mother. You know, he was 4 years when Halima brought him back. 4 years, because the incident happened, according to the books, the incident of the opening of the chest happened when he was 4 years. So Halima brought him when he was 4 years. So he stayed with the mother for another 2 years. So when he became 6, he died. The mother died. At the age of 6, the mother died. Now, the death of the mother, when you go to Sirah to Ibn Hisham, page 217, this one, it is there. The death of the mother has been reported there. Now, this has made me to read something else for you from the book of Ibn Kathir, Asiratul Nabawiyah, from the book of Ibn Kathir. Now, the mother died. Now, when the mother died, something has been said. Prophet Muhammad has this to say. In Ibn Kathir Sirah, page 265, this is what Muslim has reported. The book of Muslim is the third authentic book of Muslims, the third authentic book of Islamic religion. Eno na eye book esombo ewo kramosomu a etoso mensa ne edi kan eye Quran, ne etoso menu eye the etoso menu ye Buhari, the book of Buhari, and the etoso mensa the book of Muslim. Now, in the book of Muslim, the third book, that is what Prophet Muhammad himself reported to be saying. Qala, Abu Huraira reported this hadith. Zar Nabiyu Kabra Ummihi. Prophet Muhammad has visited the grave of his mother. Prophet Muhammad has visited the grave of his mother. Fabaka wa abka man hawlahu. When he went to the grave, he cried. Osunye, oko grave no, oko ni baby ane maame da no. Osunye. Me omo ja no kwa ko ho nso omu esu. Omo nso sunye. Okay. And Prophet said, Istazantu Rabbi fi ziyarati kabri ummi fa'adna li. I asked my Lord permission to visit the grave of my mother, and my Lord permitted me to do so. Masre miura, minyame se, Oma me kwai na minko, enko sre me maame na daka mina. Ena oma me kwai na me koye. Ena me ko sra. Was tazantu who feel istighfar laha. Ana masre ne se, Oma min sre bone fatem famma me maame. Oma min sre bone fatem famma me maame. I should ask forgiveness for my mother because she died unguided. She died unguided. She died before Islam. Prophet Muhammad ni maami wuye before Islam. Until no, like she died unguided. Until me bisa nyame Allah say, "Oh mami kwa na minsra boni fatem famano." Falam ya zali nyame Allah amami kwan say minsra boni fatem famano maami. Allah amami kwan say minsra boni fatem famano maami. So Allah didn't permit Prophet Muhammad to ask for forgiveness for his mother. Allah did not give Prophet Muhammad permission to ask for forgiveness for his mother. So this hadith means that Prophet Muhammad's mother is in hell. Prophet Muhammad's mother is in hell. So you as a Muslim, kramoni ne odi asomunu bra wo ne maami wo hell. Koshe hadith ni ne maami wo hell. Nti wo awudi Aisha tu Amina Memuna Yakubu Rafia ene nasifo na awuti agbogbo chinima mama obi Kalechi Kumasi Kaswa wona wo bekọ heaven. Nipa no ne maami a wanye mo no 9 months no wantumi amana nkọ heaven. Wo awuti agbogbo chinima mama obi Kaswa Kumasi Ashama Zongo wona wo betumi amawakọ heaven. The mother who carried Prophet Muhammad for 9 months is in hell. Allah said Prophet Muhammad should not ask forgiveness for her. We are talking and you think you have a problem with us. We are reading your books and you are having problem with us. Which kind of people are you? We read your books and you are having problem with us. Mimi bone amaya ni se ma fa wu book e kinkan. Mimi bone amaya no. Wu book na making kan akira wo. Prophet Muhammad said Allah said man nsira bone fa che mfa mane maame. Nti Prophet Muhammad ni maame wo hell. Nti misira wo bekọ heaven. Yakubu Aisha to Alima. Bekọ heaven. Uta agbogbo chinima mama obi Kaswa Kumasi. Bekọ heaven. Prophet Muhammad na omu ni maame na ofa onyi nse no 9 months ni bekọ heaven. Bekọ heaven. Ya ka kire mu say mun check ya sumu ni ya. Mu ka sa brother bibi. You think say we are joking? This is what he's saying. The mother of the prophet is in hell. Allah said he should not ask. This is wicked Allah. Allah is very wicked. Oh. Allah is very wicked. 9 months and labor. 9 months and labor. 9 months. Someone carried her baby 9 months. Go through labor or went through labor, delivered him, and you, Allah, you said you chose him to be prophet. And now you are saying he shouldn't ask forgiveness for the mother who carried him for 9 months. This is wicked Allah. It is a patriarchal system of Arabs anyway. Now let me take you to hadith number 2. Now the second hadith is still in the same book in Muslim. But if you go to Sirah and Nabawiyah Ibn Kathir, the problem is that the one that is saying this thing, the one who brought distance here, is not a small person. Ibn Kathir, ask your malams, who is Ibn Kathir? He's a great scholar in Islam. So when he's saying something, you must take what he's saying into consideration. And so up to because Ibn Kathir was not like it. Okay. Anya akwabi meti akwabi di Ibn Kathir atomo mwa wani nam ko bibi anya no woru sa onu akwa na otutu anasise anya we original Ibn Kathir. Anyway, now let's go to hadith number 2. Another hadith which was reported by Affan, Hamad, Salama, and Anas, and then he said, Anna Rajulan, a man, caller, said, Ya Rasulallah, oh apostle of Allah, Aina Abi. A man came to Prophet Muhammad to ask him that, apostle of Allah, where is my father? The father is dead. An Arab man came to ask Prophet Muhammad that his father is dead. So where is his father? You know, in religion, there is two places. It is either hell or heaven. And the interesting thing is that Christians have their hell and Muslims have their hell. Christians have their heaven and Muslims have their heaven. So my question is, who will go to heaven and who will go to hell? Because Christians will put Muslims in their hell and Muslims will put Christians in their hell. You see, this religion, now the man came to ask Prophet Muhammad, Aina Abi, where is my father? Qala, he says, Finnar, your father is in hell. Prophet Muhammad declared. So Prophet Muhammad knows who is in hell and who is not in hell. Onunim, your father is in hell. Falamma kafa down. When the man left, turn away. When the man kafa, turn away. Turn away. The word kafa is etiko. Falamma kafa. So they use the etiko here, the back of the head, to show say what turning the china oko. Down. And a prophet friend. Prophet called him back. Prophet noticed that the man is worried before because they said his father is in hell. So Prophet called him and told him, Inna Abi. Indeed, me, Prophet Muhammad, my father, wa abaka finnar, and your father is in hell. So Prophet Muhammad's father is in hell. Prophet Muhammad's mother is in hell. Like, which kind of prophet is this? All his parents are in hell. Do you think if you follow him, you will be saved? Manzon da baban shi na wuta, umman shi na wuta. Kai ka shiga ya sa ka aljanna. Obi a ne papa wo hell, ne maami wo hell. Wo do be ka wabin. Sa nim bimpo wo do be ko. This is the thing. So Halima na wa carry ne ba 9 months no. You see my answer one if man wo hell. Ne papa also e wo hell. This is what I wanted to say concerning the issue of Halima when she died. So 2 years after Yade Prophet Muhammad Bibema Halima, 2 years, Anna Halima Halima. So now who took over? The grandfather Abdul Muttalib, the father's father, was the one who took over. Onuna wafa the caretaking of Prophet Muhammad to another 2 years. So at the age of 6, the mother died. And at the age of 8, the grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, who took over, also died. A student, when I was teaching, the time I was lecturing Islamic studies, a student asked me a question. He said that, why is it that all the people that are related to Prophet Muhammad that will take care of him are dying? I told him, I don't know, at that time. Actually, there's a reason for this stance, but I told the boy, I don't know, because I don't want to worry him and say anything to him. But he asked me, he said, when Halima, after the incident of opening of his chest, when Halima, the nursing mother, brought him to his real mother, 2 years, the mother died. The grandfather took over 2 years after the grandfather died. So the boy was like, I don't know, So this is the point. So at the age of 8, at the age of 8, the grandfather died. Abdul Muttalib, the father's father, died. So who took over? Abu Talib, who was uncle to Prophet Muhammad, who was Ali's father, took over of Prophet Muhammad. Now Abu Talib took over of caretaking. So look at the incident. At the age of 4, Halima to Saadia brought him because of the opening of the chest incident. Because they are afraid, they think it's some kind of evil spirit or whatever. So they don't want to keep him anymore. So they brought him. So when they brought him, the mother took over the caring. And at the age of 6, the mother died. And we spoke about the death of the mother, and we said the mother is in here. And then the grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, also took over 2 years later, making 8 years. So at the age of 8, the grandfather also died. So now the mother is in hell, the father is in hell. So where do you think the grandfather will also go? Hell. So all the people around Prophet Muhammad went to hell. Allah didn't consider that they took care of Prophet Muhammad. Allah didn't consider that. No, you see, since Allah didn't consider Amina, the mother of Prophet Muhammad, who carried him 9 months in her womb and delivered him through the pain of labor, Allah put her in hell there. Any other person in family of Prophet will go to hell. I tell you, that is the family going to hell. I don't know your faith, the follower. I don't know your faith. Me name be original anyway. Ebusiano nyina ko hell. So, mama na ko hell, papa na ko hell, grandfather no so be ko hell. Me grandfather no so me nim be ko. So this is the thing. So the grandfather died. So Abu Talib, who was the uncle, took over. Now it is where Abu Talib took over that an incident happened. Now Abu Talib is a businessman. He's a businessman. He buy goods with caravans. Odiga, Oyejedini, Odiga, Otonyama from Makkah, no, they are Sham. Sham, Byzantine. That is where Byzantine was. Byzantine. It was under Roman Empire. Not Roman for the control Christians. Omuno control, Omudiga, Ediko. So Abu Talib had the business goods at the Sham. Now I told you, Makkah. And you know, all far, Prophet Muhammad now, often at the age of 8, you know, or yes, sir, or two coin aqua, Sham, for business trip. And then he noticed that Prophet Muhammad want to follow him. So Prophet followed him. So he took him to Mecca. Now when they got to Sham, an incident happened. I want to read this incident for you and listen good. Now, in Sham, when they go to Sham, this is what Ibn Ishaq is saying. That is where this man picked his stories from. Now, in page 227, he says, ثم إن أبا طالب خرج في ركب تاجرا إلى الشام. Abu Talib moved with caravans going to Sham. Okay. فلما تهيأ للرحيل, when he wanted to move, وأجمع المسيرة صب به رسول. When he wanted to go, Prophet Muhammad came closer to him and he thinks that he can't leave him, so he has to take Prophet with him. وقال والله لا أخرجن به معي. And he says, I'll take Prophet Muhammad along at the age of 8 or maybe at the age of 9. ولا تعارقني ولا أفارقه أبدا. I will not leave him behind. فخرج معه. So he took him to the place. And then they got to a place. They got a place at Sham, and the place is known as Busra. When they got to Sham, Busra, there was a monk over there. You call him Bahira. This monk's name in Arabic Islamic books is Bahira. I will tell you who Bahira is. Go ask all the Muslim scholars. They don't know who is Bahira. They don't know. They just report. And this Bahira is not a name. Bahira is not a name. Rahib, he was a monk. Now, when you hear a monk, what does it mean? It means he's a Christian, right? He's a Christian, a monk, a Christian. And he has a temple. He has a temple or monastery at the town. So when they got there, he has the knowledge of Christianity. ɔyɛ monk nti ɔwɔ kristosom animdeɛ ɔyɛ monk nti ɔwɔ kristosom animdeɛ ولم يزل في تلك الصومعة منذ قد راهب إليه يسير علمهم عن كتاب فيها فيما يزعمون. That is where he has been staying, and all of the time Christian monks come to that temple to stay. Yatawarakuna ukebran and kebr. They have Christian knowledge that they keep secret. Omu wanimdiebi o Christo sumu omu keeping it secret. Falamma nazalu zalika al-am al-bahira. When they got there, Abu Talib got there with prophets and the other caravans. وكانوا كثيرا مما يمرون به قبل ذلك فلا يكلمهم ولا يرد عليهم. They has been passing there, staying there for a long time. He doesn't mind them. Oman fahwa sa monk na efi omuda. Kristo ni monk no. Oman ko wa wafi omuda. But this time around, I feel we do omudu ho no. Wafi omu. Nti ohu omu no. يزعمون أنه رأى رسول الله وهو بصومعة في الركب. أنهم Prophet Muhammad no. أنا وهو said وغمامة تظله من بين القوم. Prophet Muhammad ni uncle ɛne nkae no nam no. Prophet Muhammad nkoa na yɛka ne sɛ cloud ɛkɔba ne ti so nti ewia mbɔ no. Well, stories for the gods. Ewia mbɔ no. Ewia mbɔ no. Like at the age of 8, 9, 10 years somewhere, na cloud cover no so nti ewia na ehye omu udin desert ewia anodin. Desert sun is something else, just like the way desert cold is something else. Nti ewia na ehye omu no omu monk no ehu owo eni nti ohu say shadow, cloud shadow. The cloud is covering the head of Prophet Muhammad. And then he said, and then they came to a tree and they sat under the tree. And then the monk saw the trees making prostration. Prophet Muhammad. Now, how can a tree like a sujud in Arabic language is what we do in the mosque as Muslims. What Muslims do in the mosque, like when they use their forehead to touch the ground during the 5 daily prayers that they do. That is what they call sujud. Now, the trees don't have face, not to talk of having forehead. So how are they doing it? Well, the monk says he saw the trees prostrating. Now, don't be surprised. If someone can tell you in these books that the sun prostrates and the moon prostrates, why will you be surprised if someone says trees are prostrating? So the man says he saw trees prostrating. He also saw stones prostrating, like rocks. India, yes, you did the man. India, the muma butu from the man. Mbubo, muma butu from the man. So the man prepared food and called them that they should come and eat. The monk, the Christian monk prepared food and called them that they should come and eat. So when they came to eat the food, they left Prophet Muhammad watching their booths. So when they got there, the man said, "This is not all of you. Where is the rest?" He says, "We don't." They said, "We don't have anybody." He said, "No, one man. You have left one person." And then they went and brought Prophet Muhammad. So when Prophet Muhammad came, he joined them, and the man came to Prophet Muhammad asking him some questions. He asked him some questions, and the questions were funny. And then he watched the back of Prophet, and he saw a tattoo of prophethood. There was a tattoo. Yeah, a tattoo. There was Prophet in a Prophet Muhammad. I don't know whether there's tattoos for Prophet, but we know say not our tattoo or your avatar. Yeah, or your avatar or tattoo of Prophet. I or your avatar. Tattoo no on the cheek, say or a prophet. Okay? And in Islam, Islamic scholars also say tattoo, haram. Tattoo ye chuwadie. Those days, come now me Islamic religious no, na me pese me bi. And I be shake because me say subhanallah, haram. And I'm jaye. It's funny. So tattoo is haram. Tattoo is haram, but Prophet Muhammad had tattoo behind him. Now we don't know, maybe Allah nkasa na oye tattoo no man. Allah nkasa na tattoo. Allah wire tattoo ama Prophet Muhammad. Allah tattooed Prophet Muhammad at his back. But Islam is saying that tattoo is haram. Tattoo is forbidden. Like, what kind of religion is this? How can you commit like what connecting is saying? So this is what the man said. So the man told the uncle that this is prophet of the time. He told Abu Talib that this is the prophet of the time, and that this prophet, if Christians were to see him or Jews were to see him, they will kill him. So don't take him to Sham, don't take him to the market. If you take him to the market, they will kill him. So try and take him back to Mecca. This is what the monk is saying. Now, monk, a Christian monk, look at this. The people that are talking about prophethood of Prophet Muhammad, all of them are Jews, Christians, and the Christians are many. Why is this so? Like, and then you see, near Prophet Muhammad, no one someone in our Islamic books, or we are Christopher, any Jew for, and then you see, now what is the issue? What is the problem? Or how many saying, like, why Christians? The same Christians and Jews, see, and I'm going to say, Allah and on the head. Quran chapter number 1, last verse, no, I can see or say, Gairel Magdubi alayhim, near Allah, Nibu for so those that Allah is angry with them. And the Quranic elite and Quranic interpreters say, near Allah before war, so, or mono Jew for one of the are those that are gone astray, no more Ira, and no more Christopher. Now, Christopher, you Jew for you, or one so no prophesizing the coming of Prophet Muhammad. And you wrote it. Who your papa there? Nkurɔfoɔ no ɔmo ayera no ɔmo na ɔmo ka kyerɛ wo sɛ o prophet no bɛba ɛsom bɛn nie anyway. So this is the story of the monk. Now listen, who is the monk? This monk is known as Sabius. That is the English name of the monk. The monk is called Sabius. The monk is a cleric, actually, yes, it's true. He's a monk and he's also a historian. He has his history book. I have the book here. I have the history book that Sabius wrote. He wrote about Christianity, Judaism, and Arabian Peninsula, and Persia and Roman Empire. He wrote his book at talking about those places, Persia, Arabian Peninsula, Roman Empire. He wrote it at the era of 6th century to 7th century. That is 600 AD to 700 AD. That is where his stories are covered. Now, this period where Sabios were writing the stories and the history of this great kingdoms, Persia, Roman, and Arabian Peninsula, at that time, Prophet Muhammad was already grown-up person, because according to history, Prophet was born in the year AD 571, even though there's a problem with it, AD 571. And the man was writing about AD 600 to AD 700. This Bahira that they call in Islamic books is known as Sabius, and I have his book. And what Sabius wrote about these Arabs, there is nothing like Islam. There is nothing like Prophet Muhammad. We'll talk about that one when we are doing the project of making of Islam. So this is what happened. So from the mother to the grandfather, 8 years, the grandfather died, and then they transferred him to Abu Talib, the uncle, and then Abu Talib took him to Sham. They met a monk, and the monk says he's a prophet, and the monk saw tattoo of prophethood as at his back, and that is how that one has unfolded. Now, so at the age of 8, 9, 10, that is where this happened. Now, meet me in the next video as we proceed to talk about his life somewhere 15 years to, let's say, 20 years, and that way. That will be the next video we're going to discuss. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again, I say to you, bye-bye.